Okay, now let's continue with the next grammar. We already talked about countable nouns, right? In your books, this is exercise 3 on page 82. Okay, now let's see non-count nouns. Basically, as it says in the grammar chart, it is a noun, or these are things that you cannot count. So there are no singular and no plural, right? That is key. No, no singular or plural. For example, you say sugar, right? You don't say a sugar, right? You don't say a sugar, right? You don't say a sugar, and of course you don't say sugars, okay? You cannot say that because you cannot count them, okay? And in this case, well, this is not in your book, but you should know that when we use no, when we talk about non-countable nouns, we can replace them. We can use the pronoun. Sorry. Yeah, we can use the pronoun. This thing hates me. Okay, we can use the pronoun it. Yes, like in the movie, like the clown. Okay, that's why in this case here, where um, that's why here in the grammar example you have rice is or pasta is, right? We cannot say are. Okay, now in the case of non-countable nouns, we will use, okay, we are mixing up both grammars because on page 83 you have the second grammar. With non-countable nouns we use how much, right? And is there any, right? So we have how much to ask for quantities, right? And we have is there to ask if something exists, right? For example, you can ask how much okay, how much rice do you have, right? How much rice do you have? And you can go with I have um, I have 3 bags. Okay, I have 3 bags. In this case, the bags are our quantifier, right? Quantifiers are words that we use to count things that can be counted. Okay, so we cannot say 3 rices, but we can say 3 bags of rice, or we can say 2 kilos of rice, or a cup of rice. Okay, also on page 83 you will have some vocabulary about quantifiers, right? Now, as for is there, we can go with is there any, right? I'm gonna change this color later. Is there any sugar, right? Is there any sugar? No, like we have sugar, right? And to answer that, it's as with are there, we go with yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Please remember that when we talk about answers in this case with is there and are there, you can only make contractions in negative, okay? You can only contract the negative form, never the affirmative form. Now, in your books, please, you have grammar practice on page 83, exercise 7, right? So you have to complete with how much or how many. Look carefully at the quantifiers or at the amount that you will see there. For example, here with number 1, okay, here with number 1 we have loaves of bread, so the answer should be how many, okay? How many loaves of bread, right? How many loaves of bread do you need? But teacher, bread is not countable. Yes, it's non-countable, but even though we have loaves here, and loaves, okay, yes, as long as I have this thing here, I would not be able to check the amount, but anyway, loaves is the quantifier, so we cannot count the bread, but we can count the loaves, right, or the loaf. Loaf, it means in Spanish like hogaza. So again, once you finish, send me the picture of your work, and also please, I'm gonna send you the extra grammar practice exercise capture, and it will be great if you can send me the answers. Thank you.